All right, welcome to Star Battle.
With Smiggetti and Spyceratops.
This is our current LP. We will be casting StarCraft Star Battle mods. We're going to try to keep it interesting. This one is Mass Void.
For the players, we have
Slorbic, who's part of the party with Smiggetti in the game, and Smiggetti and Silentos, another person in the party, with three randoms: Zaradus, Cohomology, and Mydarbin.
and we are facing Mynak. Nice Star Wars reference there. Wings of
Wings
Wings
Love
Love
to.
2, Drago Cheeseburger, and Broughton Axe. So as you notice, they're down one player, but they have a slight mineral starting advantage than us, and they weren't working together anyway. So let's get this match started. Looks like they are going. Can't tell yet. Sorry. But if you hop down here to us, you get to see our nice little Void Ray deployment with Cohorology deploying
Coming
a
in
little
late.
late, like a punk. Our strategy right there is we actually met up with the three randoms beforehand, and we were discussing strategies. We partied up, did a few of these mass games. So for this match, we decided to go 2 speed, so we had 1.7, including the Void Ray starting speed, and we had 5 in the Prismatic Beam, so we could own capital ship face. So we kind of group up in the middle, wait for them, farm a bit.
Farming is a really important aspect to Star Battle. It's how you get all your minerals, so you can upgrade, so you can add and install weapons and tank up or go with whatever method you're choosing.
So here we spot the first guy, but we don't want to pursue him too close to the mothership, otherwise we're going to get picked off. But this unfortunate fool gets pinged by everybody in our game, so we all spam rush him with Smiggetti in the front.
Oh wow!
We begin unloading on him. Well, let's follow.
It looks like most of you are using your prismatic beams.
Here comes his buddy to come help tank, but it don't matter. And there's Storpick being a noob and not deploying his prismatic beam in time.
This guy, oh you guys, oh yeah, you're in a chase.
And when you pursue with a Void Ray, make sure to click in front of him, otherwise you fall behind like my little comrades here in Wings of Two Love.
So there's one guy already gone off the other team, and they're
And I got my kill stolen by Silentos, the little bastard. I got my kill stolen like 3 times, even though I was the one pursuing most of that. And poor Wings of Love 2, with no speed, no nothing, except shield recharge and warp. And he's gone.
Already 2 guys out within 3 minutes.
And they be mad, bro. Broughton Axe with a nice speed of 1.62 is our next target. Getting a little out of position from all his comrades.
It's best to stay together. You don't have to pack up as closely as this. A lot of teams usually are more cohesive than this group of randoms together.
And look at those prismatic beams cut through that poor carrier. There is no chance it's escaping.
And you guys have hardly farmed. You haven't even gone back to upgrade or
Only half of us have more than 10 farm points. And Drago complaining about new players. Which, I guess that's a little true. He did have a noob team, along with a missing member in the beginning.
yeah.
But they weren't coordinated at all. They had nothing on us.
Even so they had advantage on with the minerals, they could have had a good chance with upgrades.
So we have Minac and Drago pulling out. Drago going a shield build. Or no, Drago's actually going laser battery, and Minac is going shield with a few laser battery. And he launches a nuke. We're all grumped up. We all freak the geek out. And it's targeting Salantos. It's chasing him. But Void Rays, man, they are way too fast for their own good. So it's down. We all converge.
This is just a little point. Voids were added recently to the Star Battle mod, so before people are just getting used to how they play out, and before they weren't there. So
personally, I think they're a little overpowered, but that's just me being mad because I always die to them. But the Arc, they do start out with less hit points. If you see here, they start out with 11,000, and I believe the starting HP for the others is 13,000, when we include shields and armor. So watch that Void Ray melt, and none of us except
turrets
or Pick,
yeah.
I think, who was tanking the whole thing,
Wow.
get damaged heavily.
So is Drago killed, or he just quit?
No, both of these guys are still here. They're just chilling up here. As you can see, they have no farm whatsoever, except Minac's actually doing pretty well compared to us, but a 2v6 is not something you want to be in when all you have is no speed.
No, I don't think I could come back from a 2v6.
Oh, and we're melting this Void Ray. Not Void Ray, Warp Prism, sorry.
That's what I see happen most of the time when games are uneven teams. Once a lot of people have been killed, the other team just shows off, or you can consider it showing off, but they just destroy. It makes it a lot easier to get those farming units out. Once you just get those out of there.
And yes, we did feel quite dirty doing this. And when you're playing Void Ray, once you're done targeting a capital ship, make sure to switch back to your plasma cannon so you can continue farming. Otherwise you don't get that many points, and you kind of have to focus fire your prismatic beam at those buggers. So as you can see, our Vikings now have the nice 2 upgrade, while their little Phoenix Eye have none.
So they're sticking really close, which I don't think is going to help them.
Oh, it's helping them not sticking together at all. So here we have Mida Burden being a little gutsy. Wrong button, sorry.
Upgrade complete.
We're upgrading. Just seeing this many Void Rays together is hilarious. So they're getting a little gutsy, pushing out a bit. When you're in this type of situation, you kind of can afford to sit back more, because since they destroyed your towers, their creeps are going to be able to get closer by destroying more of yours. So farming closer to base is easier and kind of gives you the advantage on that. But now we purchase Purifier Beam, which does a lot of damage, and just 2 of us have pretty much knocked out his shields. He has a movement speed of that 1.7, but now we have almost. I guess might have been smart and got an upgrade.
And did any of you cloak this game?
Nope. All we did was Purifier Beam speed, and I think eventually we started going shields. I know I purchased Flux Veins and another speed upgrade eventually. But now that we destroyed their towers, little people realize that the laser cannon, the mothership, go drastically down to like 33 per shot, which in comparison to like the 130 is really, really, really low.
Still freaks you out though when you get close enough to be attacked by the mothership.
Yeah, it's kind of a reflex move, and watch him melt.
Wow, you're far enough away you're not getting targeted.
And Salantos gets nuked, but he doesn't care. He's tanking it, and now he cares.
He's got a pork chop sandwich.
Pork chop sandwiches, get the fuck out!
So that guy...
This guy's trying to hide behind the mothership. We chase him down. We go back for heals.
I've done that a few times. Rotate around the mothership to stay alive.
Minac freaking out. Doesn't know what to do. He only has 120 12, which is actually significantly more than the rest of us. I
Even
am almost
so,
caught up, but
one person alone is hard for them to mine or to farm enough to even. I mean, it doesn't stand a chance, but it's hard to farm when you got even just 2 against 1.
oh man, Kazaratus.
So you're purifying him with
Bro.
that. That's a great name for that weapon, the purifying beam.
So yeah, Koog is kind of freaking out by getting technical ownership, which is understandable when you're down to armor and you have no.
Yeah,
plating.
I tend to just freak out when I'm out of shields, but
Wow, we got drained a lot. And I believe I was chatting with Santos over Skype about how we repair without one of us bleeding out. So once he stopped getting heavily damaged, I told him to back out so I could get some heals. And then once I was not being heavily damaged anymore, I let him finish up his heal. And I went on with my upgrades.
I did not know that it couldn't multi-heal.
Yeah, I've almost been killed by bleed out a few times. And so
Is that something you think they're going to add later on?
no.
They just leave it as 1 heal?
I think it can stay 1 heal. So might have been trying to focus down the mothership,
Getting cocky on the... Wow.
which he's starting to get face owned by phoenixes. Minac, poking back. We're being cautious because we don't remember which one had the nuke, but now that there's 4 of us with our purifier beam, we just charge in. Our buddies get a little cautious, they back out.
But you guys stay on them and
We
just
ride 'em
kill.
down.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look how fast that's going
And
now.
there it goes. That's how you mass void.
Well, see us next time for our next Star Battle report. Woo.
Alright. Sweet.